throw away the keys then, eh?
They've given me bail for a couple of weeks, you know. Till they're ready for sentencing. Thought you'd open these back.
You thought right.
Thanks anyway, buddy.
For what?
Well, give me the job in the first place, you know. You know what it was like, but gave me a chance anyway. I appreciate that.
I gave you the chance because you promised you wouldn't go robbing anymore.
I meant it at the time, and... Hey, sorry for letting you down. I better get going.
Yeah, get off. Get home. Get some clean clothes on. I'm not having you walking down the club looking like that.
Go.
I want you back by 8 o'clock tonight, Jimmy.
Yeah, but...
Look, I'm demoting you. I'm not sacking you. I might be able to trust you to be head of security anymore, but I still need a general dog's body to do all the other jobs people don't want to do.
Honest?
But don't get too excited. Like you said yourself, you still might go down. But in the meantime, Jimmy, stay out of trouble.
Hey, Baz. You made me day.
Look, with your shorthand skills, I was wondering if we could rely on you to take a few notes this evening.
Oh, Dad, I haven't used my shorthand for years. That'd be awful.
Oh, I'm sure it'll all come back. It's like riding a bike. It never leaves you.
David, don't be so bossy. If Patricia doesn't want to do it, leave it alone. How your father and I have managed to survive almost 40 years, I will never know.
What a terrible thing to say. We've got our anniversary next month.
Got anything special planned for the big 4-0?
Well, I'd be content with just a quiet evening in.
Nonsense. There's not many people nowadays reach their 40th wedding anniversary. I want us to celebrate in style.
Oh, it sounds like a lot of effort to me.
Oh, no, Mum. Dad's right. You should do something. We'll sort something out. Won't we, darling?
Yes, that's just what we need, a big knees up.
Hey, can you put this card in the window?
Yeah, sure. What's it for?
You're a part-time cleaner at the club.
Oh, yeah. What's the pay like?
£3 an hour.
Cash in hand.
Yeah, why?
I'll do it.
You?
Well, why not? I need the money, don't I? I'm saving up.
Well, what about your job in here?
I don't get paid for that, do I? I do it for love.
Have you got any experience?
Well, I know how to dust and hoover. What else do I need to know?
What are you saving up for?
I'm trying to get the money together for a portfolio. You know, glamour photos. They're dead expensive, but I need one if I want to get a proper agent. You know, for singing, like.
Fancy yourself as a star, do you?
Well, I'd win the talent night at the Legion. Ray Piper reckons my voice is a cross between Whitney Houston and Sonia.
Does he?
Yeah, I need backing tapes doing as well.
But it's not very glamorous, though, is it? You know, working as a cleaner in the nightclub. I wouldn't have thought it was your line.
Well, it's not very glamorous working here either, is it? But we've all got to start somewhere. And we're better than a nightclub.
What would one say about it?
What's it got to do with him? I'd be living with him, but I've still got my independence.
Any chance of you starting Friday?
Are you serious?
Well, save me having to do a load of interviews, won't it?
I'll put this in the bin then. Your mum was fishing for gossip yesterday.
What about?
Me and you.
Oh, aye.
I put her straight. I told her we were good friends, nothing else.
Well, that's the truth, isn't it?
Ah, glad you could make it. Oh, Mandy, this might seem like a very odd question, but I don't suppose you have any secretarial skills.
No, not really. I mean, I did shorthand at school, but that's about it.
Oh, excellent. Just what I wanted to hear. I need a volunteer to take the minutes of tonight's meeting.
Well, it was a long time ago. I don't think I remember any of it now.
Nonsense. It'll all come flooding back when you get into the swing of things. It's like riding a bike. It never leaves you. Come in, come in. I'll get you a notebook and a pencil. Sinbad, good man.
Right, Ed, how you come to this meeting? We haven't been invited, have we?
How come?
You tell me.
That must be some mistake. Everyone's invited, aren't they?
Everyone apart from us, that is.
Right, everybody look out. I think it's about time we got underway.
Well, there's not many people here. Don't you think she'll wait a few minutes?
Well, any latecomers will be issued with Mrs. Jordash's copious notes at a future date, and they can recap then.
Oh, I'll get it. Yeah, Bengi told you should have waited a few minutes.
Got it really lovely in here, haven't you? It's sort of modern but cosy.
Sorry, mate.
You're all right. Mandy will give you a few copious notes later on.
Hey?
Right, now, before we move on to the main issues open to discussion, I'd just like to start by thanking Max and Patricia for allowing us to use their house this evening for this meeting. And I'd be grateful if you could minute that, please, Mrs. Jordash.
Oh, right.
Now, I'd also like to inform you that I've registered our group with the Federation of Private Residents, and I suggest a small subscription fee of £1 per resident, and that'll go towards the cost of refreshments, phone calls, stationery, etc., etc.
I've only got about £3 to last me till my next wage.
And I would like to propose my wife, Jean, as our first official treasurer.
I'll second that.
Oh, thank you.
Very responsible position, that, Jean.
Now, if anybody's got any objection to this proposal, please raise your hand now.
Only joking, dear.
Well, in which case, it gives me great pleasure to welcome Mrs. Jean Crosby as our first official residence treasurer.
Hip hip hooray.
Yes, yes, thank you, thank you.
Do you want me to write all this down?
Oh, absolutely, everything must be minuted.
Well, can you slow down a bit, because I can't keep up.
Right, well, all subscriptions should be handed in to Jean at the close of the meeting. Right? Now, I'd like to begin by reminding ourselves of why we are here this evening.
Well, I'm here for the tea and the free butties. Didn't know we had to make a contribution.
Gone are the days when you could leave your back door or your windows open.
Just a minute, Mr. Crosby. Right, what was that about back doors?
Look, we've got an awful lot to get through, Mrs. Jordash. I don't want us getting behind schedule.
Well, I'll do my best to keep up, but I can't promise I'll get every detail, though.
Oh, very well, as long as you get the main gist of things. Now, in recent times, we've heard an awful lot about back to basics and family values and...
No offence, Mr. Crosby, but would you mind if we got back to basics now and just concentrated on the main issues of this meeting? I've got to get back to the pizza party, you know.
Yeah, and I've got to get off early, you know.
Oh, very well. Well, the main items to be discussed on the agenda are our local nightclub, or should I say an employee of that establishment who's been found guilty of breaking into our homes on the close, our local so-called Christian cranks squatting across the way, and the new arrivals at number 9. Oh, if anyone has got anything else they'd like to throw into the arena, please feel free.
Yes, I have, actually.
Oh, fire away.
Well, I don't mean to pry or anything. It's just, well, all these stories about your sister-in-law in the newspapers at the moment. I was wondering if it meant we were going to have all kinds of reporters hanging around the place again.
Yeah, it's a good point. They've even been poking around my place.
Well, no, I shouldn't think so, no.
It's a valid point, though, isn't it? I mean, it's all right blaming all these recent robberies on Jimmy Corkill. But how do we know that half of these reporters are house robbers in disguise? Just hanging around watching us coming and going?
That's a good point. I hadn't thought of that.
So are all these stories about this other woman and the kid true, then?
Well, nothing's been confirmed yet.
But it's a bit weird, though, isn't it? I mean, why would this woman say that she's had a kid to your brother if she
We are
hasn't?
not here to discuss the antics of David's late brother.
I agree, but in all fairness, if it affects us directly, then we've got a right to ask.
So you're saying it's not true, then?
Believe me, I think I can state with total confidence it's all a load of nonsense.
Hello, Penny.
We were just talking about you.
So I heard.
We were just discussing what a nuisance all those reporters were when they were hanging around outside.
That's strange. I thought you were discussing whether my husband had an illegitimate child by another woman.
Well,
Since you're all so obviously interested in hearing the truth, you'll be able to do so by watching television this Friday morning.
Why are you going to be on the telly?
Yes, I've agreed to be interviewed. I know the truth and I'm not afraid to tell it. So, you'll be able to hear all the lurid details for yourselves.
Check she's all right.
Yes, I'll put the kettle on.
Hey, I wonder what side she's on. We'll have to take that.
Seems funny one of the neighbours being on television.
My kids have been made up when it's Ellen.
It's all obviously getting to her. Did you notice how rough she's looking?
Well, that's what she gets for marrying an MP.
Order!
Pen, you sure you won't change your mind about appearing on this TV show?
I've got nothing to lose.
Can't help blaming myself for all this. I mean, if it wasn't for me, you'd never have agreed to talk to that newspaper in the first place.
It's my problem. Let me sort it out anyway.
Can I get you anything?
No, you go back to your charming neighbours. I'll be fine.
Hello, Barry. Didn't expect to see you here.
Well, I heard about your little meeting. Thought it's nice to take an interest in the local community.
All right, Barry, we were just talking about you.
Only nice things, I hope.
Well, actually, it was about your ex-employee, Jimmy Corkill.
Who said he was an ex-employee?
You kept the man on. Despite the fact that he was caught red-handed last week, burgling number 9.
Listen, Jimmy needs help, not punishment. He needs a second chance. Besides, I've demoted him.
Demoted him?
I didn't come here to talk about Jimmy.
I'm afraid he's a priority item on our agenda.
I can't believe he's being so stupid. I mean, you hear about drug addicts all the time, but you don't imagine that someone you know could become one.
I mean, what makes a person take drugs in the first place? What tempts them? How do they know where to get hold of it?
How many Max drinks, everyone?
Cheers, pal.
Cheers. I suppose he could have come across them in the club.
Hey, that club's clean.
Sorry, I wasn't saying that.
No, it's a fair point, though, Barry, isn't it? I mean, you do have all them rave nights and all that. They're near renowned for drugs and everything, aren't they?
If you've got any complaints about the club, see Oscar Dean. I didn't come here to talk about the club. Yeah, I'll get it.
Well, perhaps we should invite this Mr. Dean to our next meeting.
You'd be lucky he's never there. Aye, it's Jesus Christ Sullivan.
All right, sis.
I'm sorry, but this meeting is for residents only.
I am a resident.
You're a squatter. There's a massive difference.
I live on the close and that makes me a resident, whether you like it or not. I've every right to be at this meeting. Besides, I was at the last one.
Everyone knows the house has been sold.
Yeah, but who to, eh? Nobody's seen anyone, so they can't be that interested.
I know about the house.
Who?
Me.
You?
Yeah, that's right. That's why I'm here. Thought you'd want to know.
Ooh, nice one. Householder.
Look, I'm in no rush to get you out. Contracts haven't been exchanged yet. And besides, with you lot in there, no one else is going to rob it, are they? The place will be warm, secure.
I'd like to call the meeting to order again, please. Time's getting on. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the refreshments.
I've got to get going now.
But we haven't discussed your property. It's number 5.
Yeah, well, I've got a club to run, haven't I? I'll see you all around.
See you, Baz.
Oh, right then. Well, I do think we'd better press on regardless. Now, I assume that you all had one of these posted through your letterboxes yesterday.
I was talking to that Eddie Banks before. You reckon he hadn't been invited to this meeting?
Well, that wouldn't surprise me with this lot.
Well, I felt that due to the delicate nature of the issue, some residents might feel inhibited about expressing their true opinions if any of the Banks family were present.
It's fair dues.
That's hardly fair, though, is it? All us lot sitting around discussing the family who haven't even been invited to put forward their side of the argument.
For those in any confusion, the Banks family were forced out of their last home when their youngest son, Lee, along with some other hooligans, stole a car and knocked down a young girl. She's now confined to a wheelchair for the rest of her life. I assume it was her family who provided us with this information.
You forgot to mention, David, that the boy was punished for what he did. He was separated from his mum and dad for 2 years. I mean, we're talking about a 14-year-old boy and not an adult.
Yeah, Mick, but you wouldn't be saying that if it was your little Gemma that he'd knocked down. And if she was in a wheelchair for the rest of her life.
I'm surprised at you, Sin. I thought you might have been a bit more understanding.
All I understand is that little girl will never walk again. I'm sorry, he deserves all he gets. There's some little gets going down these days and he deserves to be punished.
Well, I'm not trying to justify what the boy done.
I blame a lot of it on the TV and these violent videos. You're forever seeing fast car chases. If you asked me, some of these TV companies should take responsibility. They're the ones that make this sort of thing look glamorous and exciting.
I'll go along with that. The telly's full of propaganda, poisoning our minds, telling us how they want us to think.
Let's see him.
I shouldn't go that far, but I agree with a lot of what you're saying.
No fairness, Dee. You can't blame everything on the telly. There is such a thing as being a responsible parent. If I don't think a programme is suitable for Leo Gemma, then I'll turn it over or turn it off.
That is an interesting point there from Mr. Johnson. I mean, is it really fair to lay the blame on the television, or even the children for that matter? Aren't the true culprits in cases of this kind really the parents?
Is Jeremy Paxman or someone?
I hope you're getting all that, Mrs. Jordache.
Well, I personally think there is a serious point we appear to have overlooked. When this young lad was out stealing cars, where were his parents?
I think a lot of problems could be solved if parents took a firmer hand with their children.
Well, there are always gangs hanging around the shops. I have seen children as young as 8 or 9 standing around smoking and being cheeky.
Mike, you've been very quiet this evening. What do you think about all this? What's the view of the younger generation? Do you think it's fair to blame the parents?
No, actually. All kids have got a mind of their own.
Doesn't matter what age you are, you still know what you're doing is wrong. Now, I had good, normal parents who taught me the difference between right and wrong. But I still did stupid things when I was younger. I messed about in cars and everything. People have to learn from their own mistakes.
Well, that's all very well, but the bottom line has to be, do we really want a family living on the close who are targets of serious vendettas and attacks?
It's all very worrying. I mean, any one of us could be caught up in the crossfire.
Well, I must admit, I'm worried about that too. I mean, I'm right next door to them. They've already had one brick through the window. What if it happens again? They could easily get the wrong window, and I'm living on my own with 2 young girls.
And my mum's staying there at the moment.
Well, I'd say there's every likelihood of it happening again. If this other family have gone to such lengths as photocopying these press cuttings, posting them through all our front doors, then it seems to me that they're not going to be content until the banks have been forced to move again.
So what do you suggest then, Max? If you feel so strongly about it, why don't you just go over there now and ask them to leave?
Yeah, no, look, let's not be hasty. We're just discussing the issue at the moment.
You know, I think we could be creating a bit of a storm in a teacup here. I mean, once the banks realise we've all received one of these press packs, then the likelihood is they'll want to move anyway. I mean, I know I would.
Oh, I think in general this whole community has been going downhill for some while now. This new family is just the tip of the iceberg. It's all very well making excuses for this young lad, but the bottom line has to be, if this young lad was out stealing cars at the age of 12, then it's perfectly clear to me what sort of family he's from.
So they're scallies, you mean?
Yeah. The sort we certainly don't want living round here.
I seem to remember hearing all this when we moved in.
It hardly seems fair to blame the entire family just for what the boy's done.
Look, if Thomas was to go joyriding, then I would be held totally responsible. But of course, we'd always make sure we knew where he was and what he was up to in the first place.
Max, it's not as simple as that.
Well, I grew up without a mum and a dad. I didn't go out robbing cars or anything.
Well, I think when we were younger, people just had a lot more respect for the law.
Oh, yes. Well, that's where we come back to the breakdown of society and family values, isn't it? What with marriage breaking up left, right and centre, single-parent families springing up all over the place. Is it any wonder that young people don't seem to know the difference between right and wrong anymore?
Don't give me that one-parent family crap. If kids are going to get into trouble, they will, no matter what the family background is.
In all fairness, Dad, Lee Banks isn't from a one-parent family.
It's this government we should be blaming for the breakdown of law and order, not one-parent families.
Did you get that, Mrs. Jordache?
Yeah, just about.
Oh, no. Some people's punctuality is appalling.
I'll go.
Just as well we have Mrs. Jordache taking the minutes. If I had a recap for the benefit of every latecomer, we'd be here all night. Oh, hello, we weren't expecting you.
Oh, sorry I'm late. I wasn't quite sure what time you were getting started. Invitation must have got lost in the post or something.
Yeah, you can have my seat. I'm off.
But we still haven't properly
discussed. Number 5's off the agenda now, don't you? Why don't you see the owner, Barry? See ya.
So, how come we didn't get an invite? I thought this was supposed to be a residents' meeting.
I told him it was out of order, mate.
I take it was because of those press cuttings you all got yesterday. Not one person had the guts to knock on our door and ask us what all this was about. If you'd had it done, we'd have been only too glad to put you straight. You were dead matey with us when we first moved in, so why the cold shoulder now? All right, so while Lee was guilty, I don't deny that. But you really think he deserves to go on being punished for the rest of his life? He's already lost 2 years of his life. 2 years away from me and his mother. It's a long time when you're only 12 years of age. He's also got to live with the guilt of what he's done for the rest of his life. Nobody will ever understand the pain that lad's already been through. The pain me and my wife have been through. It was me who taught him to drive. Just a bit of fun. But he got him with some scallies, didn't he? But should we really be punished forever?
Yeah.
But if you do feel so strongly about us living round here, then just say so. Now. Because we will move, if that's what you want. We've already had to run away once. We can do it again. It's up to you.
I reckon we should take a vote on it, David. Officially through the chair, you know.
Oh, very well, if that's what you want. Right, all those in favour of the bank's leaving, raise your hands.
I'd say that was an overwhelming majority, wouldn't you, Mr. Crosby? Will you put that in the minutes, please, Mandy?
Right then. I'll leave you to it.
Anything else on the agenda? It's getting late.
No. No, I think we can declare the meeting closed now.
In that case, I better get going. I've got a business to run. You see, Mr. Crosby, I may have got in a bit of trouble when I was a kid, but I still managed to make something of my life. And I'm sure if we all give this Lee Banks a chance, he could do the same.
Yeah, I've got to get off as well, though. I'll go check on me mum.
We'll get going then.
I'll be grateful if you could let me have those notes as soon as possible, Mrs. Georgette.
Well, I'll do my best. Just hope I can understand them.
Right, I'll give you a hand with the dishes.
It's all right, don't bother, we can manage. Thanks for that. See you at work tomorrow.
Bye.
The entire meeting was a disaster.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that bad. At least people were open with their opinions. That's what you wanted, wasn't it?
I mean, can you believe the nerve of that Banks man just bursting in here like that?
I didn't know where to look.
I thought your interview wasn't until the day after tomorrow.
Where are you going?
London. I've decided to go down tonight. Thought I'd spend the day round town at someone else's expense.
Pen, how can you be certain that these TV people won't manipulate you in exactly the same way that the papers did?
It's a live show. No one will be able to misquote me. I'll have the freedom to say whatever I want.
I don't like the idea of you going down there alone.
Why don't you leave it till the morning? I'll run you down in the Cortina.
Oh, it'd take forever in that old thing.
Well, Max could take you down in our car. You haven't got any other plans, have you, darling?
Well, no.
Well, I wouldn't want to be a burden.
You wouldn't, in fact, to be honest. Wouldn't mind a sneak look behind the scenes.
Well, there you are then. That's settled.
Right, well, I'm coming along too. You know, just to keep an eye on things. I wouldn't want them to get out of hand.
Why not hire a coach and bring along the residents' committee?
Thanks for sticking up for us in there.
That's the very least I could do.
Cheers, mate. I appreciate it.
With any luck, that should put an end to all the gossip now.
I wouldn't count on that. You don't know how bad it got in our old place. I'm starting to think we'll never be accepted round here now. That lot seemed pretty much against us. They just didn't have the guts to say it to me face.
Blow over. They'll all be moaning about someone else next week.
Wish I could be so sure, Mick. But they will in the end. So maybe it'd be easier all round if we just packed our bags and moved somewhere else.
Well, from next week, Monday's Brookside moves to Tuesday at 8:30, with the Wednesday and Friday episodes staying at their usual times.